Hello, Patriots. Thank you for tuning into this week's broadcast of Mason Cable News. My name is Kylan Adams.
And I'm Alexis Whitted.
So, Alexis, it's the beginning of March. How are you feeling? Are you ready for spring?
Oh my gosh, so ready. The last couple weeks with the really warm weather felt like a taste for spring break and a taste for what's coming up, and I'm just ready for winter to end. I really despise winter.
Oh, wow.
How about you?
I'm a spring baby, so I loved spring, and it's feel like we haven't really had a winter, so I'm good. It's just that it's midterms week.
Yeah.
I'm a little stressed, but we're gonna make it through.
You got it. With the new renovations here at MCN, our team would like to take a moment to formally introduce ourselves to the Mason community. Video courtesy of Kevin Cruz.
Hi everyone, my name is Angelique Arentok. I'm a freshman communication major with a concentration in media production and criticism and a minor in political communication. I'm the assistant production manager at Mason Cable Network. I also help facilitate production for Mason Cable News, and I'm really excited about it. Woohoo!
Hi, my name is Ariel Thornhill. I'm the news director for Mason Cable News. My freshman year, I started off as the live anchor. I did that for 2 semesters. And then sophomore year, I've been moved up to news director, and I've been doing that now for 2 semesters. It's been a great time.
Hey guys, my name is Eric Trong. I am a government and international politics major. I am the assistant director here at Mason Cable News. I also help write the script, and I hope you guys get involved soon.
My name is Kylan Adams. I'm a communication major and a theater minor with a concentration in media production and criticism. My job here at Mason Cable News is I am the live news anchor, have been for the past year and a half.
Hi, I'm Alexis Whitted. I'm a communication major with a concentration in media production and criticism and a double minor in journalism and theater, and I'm a sophomore at Mason. And at Mason Cable News, I am the anchor for Wednesday night news, and I'm also starting to produce a show on the network, so look out for that.
Hi, I'm Lexi Hodgson. My major is communication with a minor in sports communication. I'm a junior here at Mason. I'm a member of MCN. I'm the sports anchor. I go on the...
Hey guys, my name is Madeline Powell. I am a sophomore here, and I'm a communications major with a concentration in media production, and I am a daily update anchor.
Hi guys, my name is Rima Bourige. I'm a sophomore year communication major with journalism and Arabic minors, and at MCN I am one of the sports anchors.
Hi, I'm Brie Lloyd. I'm a sophomore here. I'm a communication major. I'm a daily update anchor, a producer of Freshman's Corner, and I'm starting a talk show.
Hi, my name is Raven Royal. I'm a freshman. I'm a communication major, minoring in journalism and also government and politics, and I'm a daily update anchor.
Hi, I'm Sarah Sapone. I'm a communication major and a senior at George Mason, and I'm a new member helping out with editing and production.
Hey guys, I'm Sydney Peterson. I've been here at MCN since my freshman year as a sports reporter. Now I'm a junior here at Mason, and I'm a field reporter for MCN, and I'm looking forward to another semester.
Hello, my name is Kevin Cruz, and I am a communication major here at George Mason. I'm also a senior, and I am a part of the Daily News Update anchoring team.
I'm Jordan Glass. I'm a communications major. I'm a junior, and I am a Daily Update news anchor as well as a sports anchor.
Hi, my name is Gina Jerome. I'm a senior at George Mason University. I'm a communication major, and I am the entertainment reporter for Mason Cable News, and I have my own show called On the Couch.
Hello, my name is Tamia Mallory. I'm a junior communication major with a concentration in media production and criticism and a minor in journalism. And here at Mason Cable Network, I worked as a daily anchor for 3 years, and now I will be co-hosting a show called The Spill, so be on the lookout for that.
In Hollywood news, the 89th Annual Academy Awards premiered this past Sunday at the Dolby Theater, hosted by late-night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel. Highly popularized film La La Land about a couple trying to succeed in Hollywood scored 6 Oscars. Viola Davis received an Oscar for actress in a supporting role for her role in Fences with Denzel Washington. Davis has now become the first Black woman to win an Oscar, Emmy, and Tony for acting. Mahershala Ali received Best Actor in a supporting role for his debut in Moonlight, and Casey Affleck received Best Actor in a lead role for Manchester by the Sea. A massive blunder occurred during the last few minutes of the broadcast when the wrong film was announced for the highly coveted Best Picture of the Year. After announcing the win for La La Land in a short speech from the producer, it was revealed Moonlight had actually won for Best Picture. There had been a mix-up where award announcers Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty had been given the wrong envelope. Instead of the envelope for Best Picture, they were given the one previous of Best Actress in a leading role, which Emma Stone had won for La La Land. This was then mistakenly read as the winning film. This was reminiscent of Steve Harvey's mistake during the 2016 Miss Universe pageant when he announced the name of the runner-up as the winner. The Oscars garnered 32.9 million viewers this year, down from last year at 34.4 million and the year prior at 37.3 million.
The Black Excellence Gala occurred here at George Mason University over the weekend. Multiple members of the Mason Cable News team had the opportunity to attend. Here's Madeline Powell and Bria Lloyd with the story.
I'm Bria Lloyd.
And I'm Madeline Powell.
We are here in Dewberry Hall at the Black Excellence Gala. This is a perfect closing to Black History Month. This event will recognize achievements of students within George Mason's Black community.
And we are super excited to see the performances, awards, recognition, and celebrate the Black community of GMU.
Really excited to see who wins the awards tonight. I'm very excited to see who the names are.
It's such a monumental time of year, ending Black History Month with this great gala. Everyone looks fantastic. We're just excited.
Happy Black Excellence Day!
I hear there's going to be spoken word and a dance routine, so I'm really excited about that. And I can't wait to see all the award recipients and see who wins.
The Black Excellence Gala is extremely important, especially during this time of the African American Black History Heritage Month, because especially in this time, we need to know that we do matter. Not only what we do, but how we do it, and doing it in excellence, because we are excellent, and admiring the people that came before us and trying to inspire a generation that is coming after us.
The event was a tremendous success and included visits from President of George Mason, Angel Cabrera, Vice President Rose Pasquarel, as well as this year's crowned Mr. and Miss Black GMU. Oh, I'm stuffed. The food was amazing.
Yes, I have a little food belly.
Me too.
I really enjoyed it. Cinex did a really good job. They surprised me tonight.
All of the awards and performances were amazing.
Yes.
And the guest speakers.
They were the bomb. They were inspiring and motivating to the Black GMU community and us Mason students. I mean, I definitely felt inspired to keep pushing forward.
I agree with you.
Yes.
Well, again, I'm Bria Lloyd.
I'm Madeline Powell.
And we'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
The annual HIV Awareness Fashion Show will take place Friday, March 3rd at 8 p.m. Organized by the Patriot Advisories Council, the fashion show will be at the Center for the Arts. Around 60% of all youth who have HIVs do not know that they have been infected and can unknowingly pass it on to others. This fashion show helps to bring awareness to the condition. If you are interested in attending, tickets are free for Mason students, available at the Office of Student Involvement.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
After a full season of campaigning and hard work, Camp Kesem is coming to George Mason University. Here's Eric Trong with the story.
Camp Kesem is a recreational camp offering a supportive community for young students whose parents are diagnosed with cancer. Freshman student at George Mason University, Claire Yorty, helped bring her childhood camp to the Mason campus here in Fairfax.
I went to Camp Kesem for 10 years. I really enjoyed it. So when I was 9 years old or so, my mom got diagnosed with cancer. I basically loved it and just kept going ever since. And for the past 2 years, I've been a counselor in training. So I've kind of been doing more like counseling, administrative stuff. So that's kind of what made me realize that I really wanted to start one. Just meeting all of these people who kind of know what I've been through and are just so kind and friendly and amazing, and this includes campers and counselors. Being part of that community is really cool.
To learn more about Camp Kesem, visit campkesem.org, and if you are interested in learning more about the GMU camp, email cyorty@masonlive.gmu.edu.
An incident occurred this past weekend at Rogers Hall in Aquia neighborhood. According to students Tyler Figgenbaum and Patrick Cheeson, this car reportedly crashed into the lower level of the student apartment building, shaking the entire first floor and upper floors alike. This caused major foundational damage to the building, and it is currently under construction. The driver of the vehicle was said to be distracted by a passenger, causing the collision. No statement has been released regarding the driver and passenger's conditions, but the Mason Cable News team wishes them a quick recovery.
Spring break is just only 1 week away. Join the Student Support and Advocacy Center for an afternoon of educational fun. The event will be held this Monday, March 6th from noon until 2 p.m. at the JC East Plaza. There will be tables featuring sexual health, alcohol safety, general wellness, social media to get you prepared for spring break. Students have a chance to earn free giveaways, including flip-flops, condoms, and other goodies. Be sure to have fun and stay safe during the break.
Candidates for the Associate Dean of the Honors College have commenced this week. Dr. Terry Wright presented yesterday afternoon in JC Room A. Dr. LaGomez will present this Friday, March 3rd from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. in Merton Hall, 1202. Dr. Bridget Trogdon will present in the JC Room D at 1:30 next Tuesday. The presentations are public for all 3 finalists. Each candidate will provide a brief presentation, which will be followed by questions and answers. Stay tuned for the sports report after Freshman's Corner about movies and the Oscars. Also, stick around for our On the Couch and our roundtable on Trump's joint session speech in Congress. You're watching Mason Cable News.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's segment of Freshman's Corner. I'm your host, Cody Borden. The Oscars were this past Sunday, so this week I decided to go to Southside to talk to freshmen about their favorite movies. So right into the questions.
Okay.
What is your favorite movie and why?
I'd have to say one of the Harry Potter movies, probably the 7th one. I really enjoyed the story behind the entire franchise.
Tarzan's really cool, and the movie energizes you when you watch it.
My favorite movie is Step Brothers because it's very funny and it gets me every time.
The Book Thief, because it's an adaptation of a very good book, and I think it's an adaptation very well done.
What would the title of a movie about your life be called?
What a disaster.
Homeschool.
4 countries in 18 years.
Roller coaster?
We're doing an activity called the Freshie Awards,
Okay.
which is like the Oscar, except students at George Mason get to pick who wins.
Okay.
All right, so Best Picture.
I know it's not this year that this movie came out, but I'm going to say The Imitation Game.
Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks.
Best Actor.
Will Ferrell.
I would say Kevin Spacey.
Best Actress.
Emma Stone. Julie Andrews or Betty White. Emma Stone.
Students had a lot to say about their favorite movies this week. Tune in next week for our next segment of Freshman's Corner.
Good evening, Patriots. My name is Rima Aburish, and this is your sports report. Congratulations to junior John Seals for qualifying to represent George Mason's track and field team on a national level. The junior will be traveling to Texas A&M March 9th to compete in the NCAA Division I Men's Indoor Championships. The last time the track and field team had a representative on a national level was in 2014 when Mandissa Marshall placed 8th in the women's pole vault. Congratulations, John, and good luck next week. In basketball news, come out tonight as the men's basketball team goes head-to-head with the Dukes. Tip-off will be at 7 p.m. and the senior ceremony to honor Jalen Jenkins, Marquise Moore, and Miles Tate, as well as the program's senior managers, will begin at 6:50 p.m. Congratulations to the men's team on a very successful season thus far. The men are currently sitting in a three-way tie with George Washington and LaSalle for 6th place in the A10 standings. The women's team basketball team is not different, however. This week, senior Kara Wright was named to the Atlantic 10 All-Conference third team, and freshman J.C. Bolton was tabbed to the Atlantic 10 All-Rookie team. Bolton is the first player to be named A10 All-Rookie team since the team joined the league. That's all for today's sports updates. For more information on upcoming games as well as past ones, visit gomason.com. This is Rima Aburij bringing you George Mason's very own sports updates. Have a great weekend, Patriots.
Hello, Mason Nation. Welcome back to another amazing week with me, Gina Jerome, on the couch. I am very excited to be your source for entertainment news nationally, as well as in the DMV and GMU area. So now, let's move on to our very first story. And there is one thing that people cannot stop talking about this week, and it definitely has to be the big Oscars fumble that went down on Sunday night. And what has to have been one of the most shocking, angst and anxiety-inducing moments in Oscars history, the wrong movie was declared Best Picture at the end of the night. La La Land was originally presented the award for Best Picture, but the moment was short-lived as chaos briefly erupted, with staff members running around behind the scenes and on stage. La La Land producers were approached by a man wearing a headset and holding an envelope. Worse yet, the whole La La Land production team was already on stage, and 3 people had already expressed thanks by the time La La Land producers announced that Moonlight had actually won Best Picture. Supposedly, presenters Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty read the card wrong. And that was definitely nothing short of a Steve Harvey Miss Universe moment. As the camera panned the crowd, shock was definitely evident from everyone. And honestly, I really wish I was there for that historic moment. The 2017 Academy Awards were definitely one to remember. And also in Hollywoodland, Brie Larson had to present the Oscar for Best Actor at the 2017 Academy Awards, but it seems she wasn't thrilled with the outcome. Casey Affleck won for Manchester by the Sea, but after Larson handed him his gold statue, she stood to the side and didn't clap or anything. As many know, Larson is a vocal advocate for sexual assault survivors, and this is the second time she has had to present an award to Affleck, who in 2010 was the subject of sexual harassment allegations. When the Academy gave him the Oscar, it was definitely met with a lot of controversy. Larson, who starred in Room, a movie about a rape survivor, looked very upset and uncomfortable as she silently protested his victory. Viewers at home, including myself, were quick to notice her change in mood, and it started a Twitter frenzy. It's important to note that even the smallest action can make a big difference. You go, girl. In Mason News, Iranian filmmaker Asghar Farhadi won the Best Foreign Language Film Oscar for The Salesman, having previously won in 2012 for A Separation. But this year he chose not to attend, and this statement was read on his behalf. In case you missed it, the person who received the Oscar to the Best Foreign Movie, The Salesman, on behalf of Iranian director Asghar Farhadi, is actually a Mason alum, Anusha Ansari. And that's pretty great because Mason looked really good. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed my Oscars-filled infotainment this week. It was a great week. Keep on filling and killing those midterms, and spring break will be here before you know it. This has been great, bringing you some infotainment, my fellow patriots, and once again, this has been Gina Jerome, right here with you on the couch. See you next week, Mason Nation, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Gina Juju and tweet me at Najina_J.
President Donald Trump spoke during a joint session of Congress last night at 9 p.m. This was his first address, which is an essence of the annual State of the Union, but does not have the name connotated with it the first year. In the joint session, Trump touched upon the idea of unity of both parties within his speech and denounced the multiple threats to Jewish communities the past week. After housekeeping, his speech began to structure similarly to Trump's campaign rally speeches. Trump spoke heavily on immigration, both legal and illegal, trade, and security. Kylan, how do you feel about Trump's first 41 days of the presidency, and what do you hope to see in the coming months of the administration?
In the upcoming months, I hope to see Trump get a better relationship with the media. I think he believes that the media is his enemies, and that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the media is supposed to be objective. Now, whether it is or whether it isn't is another conversation, but at the end of the day, the media is there to show us what's happening. So not allowing certain outlets into his press conferences, I'm not in agreement with. What about you?
No, I totally agree with that. I think that is completely unprecedented, and it's something we have never seen them pretty much censoring our media outlets by first off not calling on them in press conferences and then going to the length of not even letting them inside. Media is really important, and that's our fourth estate, if you will. So yeah, definitely just the relationship needs to be stronger,
Yeah,
I guess.
definitely stronger. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for tuning in, Patriots. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Mason Cable News and subscribe to our YouTube at Mason Cable Network to keep up with the latest news on and off campus. With that, I'm Alexis Whitted.
I'm Kylan Adams. Have a great rest of the week, Mason.